Hey guys, it's me, Delise, and today I wanted to show you how I made my gingham table runner. It's Christmas time. You could really use this a lot during the year, but to me, I just had this vision of I wanted to see a gingham table runner on my table for Christmas, so that's what it feels like to me, just Christmas time and the holidays. And so I made one because I looked literally all over town. I think I probably went to like 5 or 6 stores and I couldn't find what I wanted. And so if you can't find what you want, you might as well just make it. Everyone in my family sews. That's just kind of a thing in my family. My grandmothers, my mom, my cousins can sew. And so it just kind of made sense to me to grab some fabric, but this is a really good beginner project. If you are looking into sewing and you really don't know what you are doing, you really don't want to take on something that's too big to handle, I would definitely suggest making a table runner or something like that because it's all straight lines. I mean, get fabric like I did that has lines on it for you. You won't even have to worry about if you're going straight or not. This is gingham, so it has lines going both directions. So it was literally foolproof. I mean, I will let you know that if you don't go quite straight, the lines that are already on the fabric do kind of give you away, but I didn't mind that and I love the look of it, and I think it turned out really great. So if you're interested in knowing how I made my gingham table runner, keep watching. Before, after, yay! So easy. Just like that. I should have done the snap before. Anyway, okay, so I cleaned up my table, just wiped it down. This is just the table that we had. I totally believe in using what you have and doing what you can with what's in your plate or on your plate. So here's my table all cleaned off. This stuff over here, if I'm diligent, I will film. We are remodeling our entire life right now. So anyway, the floor is getting replaced, the wall is getting replaced, the windows, all of that, and hopefully you'll see. But right now we're doing a Christmas table because even though my kitchen is not how I want it to be, I can still enjoy. So I had a vision that I really wanted to see gingham on my table. I searched all over town for this black and white gingham fabric. It's cotton, it's the Cotton brand cotton, and I absolutely adore it. I think it's gonna look really pretty on the wood and everything, so got it on sale. That's a great tip. Look and see which stores around you have fabric for sale, which stores around you can give you a decent discount. Not everybody's gonna have a discount, but some people are, and my Joann's fabric store had huge discounts. This fabric was originally like $11.99 a yard, and I got it for $3.99 a yard because gingham is typically kind of a summery thing, but I think the black and white is gonna look really good for Christmas. So I'm super excited, and now I'm going to make a table runner. So I'm gonna let you watch me sew. Okay, so we're gonna lay this baby out. This is 2 yards, like I said, of cotton. I'm definitely what you would call more of your lazy seamstress. I don't like to do a bunch of extra work, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this little edge right here work for me, and I'm gonna use that as my first place to pin down. A really hardworking seamstress would probably iron as well. I'm not gonna iron, I'm just gonna pin, and I'm gonna cut on these pre-existing lines. So right now I just wanna know how long I want it to be. Do I want it to be the length that it already is? It's 2 yards long. I'm gonna say yes, because that sounds easy to me. Now, this fabric already has a fold down the middle, so I don't want it to look wonky. I'm going to cut it on the colored side, but I'm going to try to get as close as I can to this fold just because, again, that makes sense to me. That seems wise. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the line. Well, anyway, my mom used to be really particular about her sewing scissors, and I just thought she was, I don't know, being selfish growing up. I didn't really understand why she felt that way. And I've since learned that if you use your sewing scissors or fabric scissors for anything but fabric, it will make them dull. And she said that. She would tell us. She was always pretty good about that. She would explain, you know, if you use them for something else, it's going to make them dull, and these are for sewing. But seriously, don't be like me. Be very intentional about where and how you use your fabric scissors, because you're going to regret it if you don't. So yeah, anyway. I wanted to take a second and show you guys my sewing machine. This is a sewing machine that my grandmother actually gave to me years ago, and it was hers. She used it, I think, for quite a while, and probably when I was like somewhere in my teenage years, I said, hey, I need a sewing machine. She's a huge quilter. She's really into that kind of thing, and so she just gave this one to me. So I just wanted to show it to you because I love it. I think it has a lot of character. It's an extremely basic machine. Obviously, it's pretty old, but it works for me. It does the job. So yeah, this is just a quick aerial view of it and kind of how I thread it, where I thread it, my bobbin, everything like that. Like I said, it's pretty basic, but I just love all the different authenticity stickers and just the character of it, even the color. I think it's pretty, and I just really love the way it looks. This machine has been well loved. You can tell. You can see all the different places I've marked on it over the years, or stickers that were on it when I was younger. I used to kind of give this one a beating, so I'm really thankful for it. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and hem up the first side of the table runner. I'd say it's about a 1/4 inch in. I'm going to double it in twice, so this is just me going in the first time. Okay, so here you can see where I've already hemmed it under one time, and I pinned it again so that I could double over twice. So that's the first time right there, and then this is the second time, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sew that. So I sewed it down. I did the same thing on both sides, and you can see it's pretty basic. I didn't really worry about getting that whole edge underneath just because I didn't think it was that important. This is kind of how it looks from the underside. Pretty decent, and I like the length of it. So that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and do the 2 short edges. So I'm just folding over this corner. I'm going to fold this one over twice as well, and I'm just going to pin it. And again, I'm letting the gingham kind of show me where I should go. So I'm using those lines, and I'm just going to pin it all the way across, just like I did the sides. So it's time to sew the bottom edges. This part is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you just kind of follow the line. I used actually, I believe, a line on my machine just where that silver edge ends. And I kind of lined it up there, and then I tried to follow the line in the gingham or on the gingham. So it was pretty simple. Same thing as at the sides. One more thing, right here on the ends, I actually decided to fold in that corner just so that I didn't have any fraying or overlap, just in case it didn't line up perfectly. So I kind of folded it in right here, and then I just sewed over that fold, and I'll show it to you in a second, just to give it a cleaner look, because like I said, I'm not trying to really do all of the things on this, but I do want it to come out pretty nice. Of course, every time you get to any of your edges, you want to do a quick back stitch. That'll just help you make sure that nothing is going to come out. Then you can cut it and cut off your little strings. And here we have the final product.